fluorescent lights in the Pokémon Center flickered as Ethan sat in the corner rocking back and forth. His clothes were stained with mud and something darker. His eyes were wide, unblinking, fixated on his Pokeballs lined up before him. Something was wrong with them. So wrong. His Charizard hadn't been the same since the battle in the woods. He could still hear the cries of the wild Pokémon, the crunching of bones. He didn't want to think about what had happened, but the images wouldn't leave his head. Charizard had been too strong, too savage, its flame burning too hot, reducing everything in its path to ashes. The scent of burnt flesh still clung to his clothes. Ethan's hands trembled as he reached for the ball. "It's not real," he muttered to himself. "It's just a game, just battles. It's not real." But when he summoned Charizard, the room filled with a suffocating heat. The creature that emerged wasn't the loyal partner he had known. Its eyes were hollow, blazing embers leaking from the empty sockets. Its scales were blackened, some hanging loose from its body, revealing muscle and bone beneath. The smell of rot filled the air. "Ethan," it rasped in a voice too human, too twisted. "Why did you let me burn?" Ethan scrambled back, knocking over the other Pokeballs. They burst open and his team appeared, but they were no longer the friends he had once known. Blastoise's shell was cracked, its limbs grotesquely swollen, water oozing from its wounds like infected sores. Pikachu's fur was singed, patches of exposed flesh twitching as sparks flickered weakly from its charred body. Each of his Pokémon stared at him with lifeless eyes, dragging their broken forms toward him. "You let us suffer," Charizard's voice hissed again. "You made us kill, and now, it's your turn." They closed in on him, their burnt and mutilated forms merging into a grotesque mass of flesh and fury. Ethan screamed, clawing at the floor, trying to escape the horror he had created. The Pokémon reached out, their broken limbs pulling him in, dragging him into the depths of their nightmarish existence. As the darkness closed in, Ethan's screams were drowned by their whispers. "We are always with you, Ethan, always." And then, silence.